You sit down and start moving. Good job. Keep going.
Well, I'll take it to the bathrooms while I take care of the rest.
No, I can't.
Well, you'll go downstairs.
Put on behind it right as sun.
Oh, Charles, that's not the end? Back upstairs. Like, join me for the walkabout. We'll visit the Children's Memorial, which is very touching. See the righteous Gentiles. Talk about it. Maybe we'll see the memorial tent structure with the eternal light burning. And then I'll get back here to the beginning. I'll show you the entrance to the museum. And say we have 15 minutes or 30 minutes left, you can mosey in and mosey straight back out, not to continue. The way the museum is built is you enter and you can look all the way, after you make the initial left and right turn, you can look all the way to the glass at the very end. But what you don't see is that to get there, you're zigzagged like 24 times, left and right, left and right. You have to zigzag. So, depending on how much time you have left, I want you all to meet me back at 12 o'clock, where we're going in here at this entrance hall. There's stairs down here, but there's an elevator also. You'll enter here, and first you go and you turn left, and there's a big screen. It's showing life before. That's the one part of, before the Holocaust. And then as you walk through, it goes through the years, the process of how they did this. Have to ask for forgiveness in advance. My parents are survivors.
You only have to ask forgiveness.
Whenever I come here, I get...
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. So this is the Avenue of the Righteous Gentiles. There's around 5,000 trees. Each is dedicated to a person who, at great risk to his own and his family's life, went ahead and did something to rescue Jews. It's hard to imagine a world where your life is valueless and anyone to save you is in danger.
Right.
So every tree here represents a really special person. This one is Oskar Schindler. A lot of people know him, so want to come and see him. My mother was saved in a similar work situation. Yeah, you can take pictures outside. Okay, so let's walk along for a bit. So this is really one sculpture, and it shows the forced march. You know, on the forced march, you were really just supposed to keep your head down, not look to the side, not talk to anyone. You were kept like incommunicado, you know, you weren't talking. It was hard to find out what's happening around you. You know, people ask, you know, how is it that you didn't fight, revolt? Most of these people were religious Jews, yeshiva type students, you know, just not farmers and military types. And all they were trying to do was to survive another day. In there, you see the Jewish faces. The Germans are depicted with helmets only. They weren't given the honor of having a face. This one is from the Warsaw Ghetto, the uprising, where they already were organized a little bit, and they decided to fight with the knives and the guns that they got off of Germans that, you know, got caught alone and killed. The Jewish underground. In the museum, you can see more of these facts and details. So this was like the high point when you could defend yourself. That's why soldiers are brought here, to teach them, you know, don't be in that position. Don't get there at all. Let's go up to the memorial tent for a minute.
Murray, is that representing a specific?
They thought they would do it in a day or two. It took them weeks to take the camp, the ghetto. This is called the memorial tent. It's a structure, but it has an eternal flame burning in there. And on the floor, the names of the different death camps. Visiting dignitaries will come here for the ceremonial visit to Yad Vashem. When you go in there, they put on a hat, a skull cap or something, and there's usually a wreath-laying ceremony. That was his pen name. He was a Jewish fella who, he had some name like Goldschmidt or something, I forget. But he was a very special guy. In the 1930s, he saw how children were treated in orphanages. He was an educator, and he changed the way that children were treated at the orphanages that he became in charge of. He was for treating children like young adults, giving them respect, and it wasn't like that. So he was beloved to many children. When the war came around, they rounded up all the children in his orphanage, and children under a certain age were deemed by the Nazis useless. And they were sent to death. And they were rounding up this orphanage, and they were taking them to death camps. And he went along with them. And a Nazi guard told him, you don't have to go. Don't go with them. They're getting killed. Of course, he decided to go with them anyway. Janusz Korczak.
We found someone with lost in the room, so we're hoping for that. So I'll meet up with you guys in a minute.
That was usually after a phone.